Hello everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with another reading here for you, your Love and Life series for the first half of June from the 1st through the 15th. Before we dive into your actual reading, I just had some announcements I wanted to get out of the way before we officially begin your reading. So if you'd like to skip ahead to the beginning of the reading, you're more than welcome to do so. I'll go ahead and timestamp it down below. But before I begin, I just wanted to talk about how for my channel I'm going to be changing things up a little bit. I've just been so super swamped, not only with posting content on my channel consistently, and if you're a regular to my channel, you'll know that there's always content up every day or so, every other day, or as often as I can post videos for all zodiacs. And on top of doing personal private readings and just living my personal life, it's just really gotten to be a bit much. So starting this month of June, I'm going to be doing my Love and Life series first half of the month, as well as the second half of the month, like I have done for years now. This is something that I've done really from the very beginning of my channel. And so I'm going to continue to do that, and I'm going to go back to my format of posting bonus readings for the top 3 signs based off of the most viewed video for the first half and second half of the month. And of course, if time permits, I'll go ahead and do some other readings in between those 2 time frames. All right, guys, so unfortunately, there's just one of me, and on top of just living life with my family, and we've got a new grandbaby, and everything's just so super swamped. I mean, I wish I had more than 24 hours in a day to be able to fit everything in, but this is me just kind of prioritizing everything, still being able to consistently post on my channel, but also living my best life also off camera. And so for those who have requested personal private readings, of course that continues to be a priority. And so you don't have to worry about that. That will always be taken care of for those who do purchase readings. But as far as the content that I'll be posting on YouTube, we're going to go back to the original format of Love and Life series first half and second half of the month, and then whatever readings I can fit in between. So yeah, bonus readings will be top 3. So if you want to be in the top 3 of those bonus readings, definitely tune in first and second half of the month. And if you're able to relate to the storylines that come through, then, with enough people that are liking, sharing, and subscribing, then of course your sign will be one of the top 3 bonus readings. All right, guys. So just wanted to get that out of the way. And also for those who are interested in any of my decks, I'm going to be posting for sale items on my Instagram page. So definitely follow me there. And I'm planning on putting a couple of my other decks on sale for the month of June. I believe one of them will be my Modern Day Seers, Tarot, and Oracle. So if that's one of the decks that you've been keeping an eye on, it's going to be on sale starting June 1st, which by the time I post this video will probably be around June 1st. All right, so that's all I wanted to say. So let's go ahead and begin your reading. Hello Gemini, welcome to your Love and Life reading for the first half of June from the 1st all the way through the 15th. General as always, guys, so let's begin. I'm going to start with these 3 decks. The first is my self-created deck, the Love and Life Oracle deck, and basically this particular deck contains 2 messages per card, and it takes a look at the world of how we take a look at love when we first fall into it, and how ultimately it changes the life's twists and turns, how it affects that love connection. So we'll pull a card from there. And then both of these decks, the Twin Flame Love series, Divine Masculine and Feminine by Kim Montalto. And of course, I will include the link to all of the decks that you see here down below in the description box. All right, Gemini, so let's begin. Let's see what's coming up for you the first half of June. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. And a very happy birthday to those celebrating. So let's go ahead and get your first message. I am guided to this card right here. All right, so the love message. Our love story is not over. The life message. My life feels like it's over because you're not in it. So maybe when you guys first connected, it was like this beautiful love story, but this could be an indication that you guys are in separation as well. Somebody feeling like their life is over because you're not together. That could be how you see things, or of course how the person that you're thinking about for this reading, how they feel. All right, so let's go ahead and add a message on behalf of the masculine first. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Okay, I'm guided to this card. Healing a broken heart. Look at this. And maybe the masculine's heart is broken because they're not with the feminine. That could be a possibility. Okay. Healing a broken heart. Let's go ahead and add to that with a message for the feminine. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini in love and life, focusing on the divine feminine here. I'm guided to this card right here. Open up to them. So there is this need to perhaps open up your heart, to be more open towards communication with your masculine. And certainly during this time away from one another, part of that communication might even be telepathic or even through dreams if it's not actually happening in the 3D world. Part of opening up to your masculine might have to be through astral travel or dreams. Telepathic is what I'm getting. Okay? Also, the need to just be more open should you have the opportunity to find your way back to each other. All right, so let's go ahead and add to this. I'm going to pull from this deck by Sister Moon Tarot, the Twin Flame Current Vibes. And of course, we've got a lot of decks with the name Twin Flame on it. You don't, of course, have to identify with a Twin Flame connection, although some of you do. We're focusing more so on the message here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini in love and life. First half of June. Numbing. I do everything to numb the pain of losing you. I kind of feel this for the masculine. They're healing their broken heart, but I feel the way they're going about it could be very unhealthy. Someone could be drinking a little bit too much here to numb those feelings, to be able to numb the pain. We have signs. I now pay attention to all the signs. I trust they are guiding me home to you. So there could be signs that you're both receiving. That could be a number. It could be seeing your person's name. It could be a song that you hear. Someone says something, an image that you happen to run across. Whatever that sign is, pay attention to it, Gemini. All right, let's grab another message. I long for you. Look at this. Desire. You guys still want each other. They're certainly still longing for you, Gemini. I can't help but feel that this is mutual. I don't know why I always get that for the Geminis. That it's a mutual feeling that you both feel the same way. Longing for each other despite whatever happened to bring you guys into separation. We have vibrations. So remember I was mentioning songs. So this does say music, scents, dreams. I feel it all, vibrations. So I feel it, especially for the divine feminine. Whatever signs, energies that you are directing towards your masculine, it's helping them to actually heal their heart. There's certain songs that could also be very healing to both of you. Wow. Let's add to this. So we do have a very clear indication that you're not together. Someone feeling like their life is over because you're not in their life. You could feel the same way. If you happen to be divine masculine, Gemini, you could be healing your broken heart through listening to music, dreaming about your feminine. especially if you do feel that this love story is not over. So let's add to this. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Silhouettes deck. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. First half of June in love and life. We have Trophy. This says, don't be anyone's possession or prize. You're way more valuable than that. Part of the reason why you guys might have broken up is because they treated you like a possession. And maybe they realized how valuable you actually were to their life, but only after you were no longer a part of it. That's why they feel like their life is over. Like a part of them died when you were no longer a part of their life. And I'm really kind of feeling this more so for the masculine. If it's feminine, then absolutely, take it for how it makes sense for your situation as always. But I'm just getting here that since we do have this very specific message from the masculine, healing a broken heart, or at least the need to, but they are really having some issues with that and struggling with it. Drinking a little bit too much maybe, doing anything and everything to numb those feelings because it hurts too much. They're longing for you, divine feminine. This masculine still desires you, but it hurts to not have you be there. Do you see this? Sexual appetite, okay? It's just a matter of time before we cave into this intense hunger. The cravings, the desire, the intensity of the sexual appetite that they have for you, it's pretty magnetic. It's still so incredibly intense. I'm also getting for some of you guys that through telepathic communication or dreams or even astral travel, however way that's happening between you and this person, Gemini, there could be some very sexual encounters going on there. Leap of faith, because sometimes you just have to trust you will land where you are meant to land. Exactly. Sometimes you just have to let it go and trust that what's meant for you will find you, and that wherever you're meant to land in your life, wherever the next chapter of your life is meant to take you, that is what's meant for you. Because it might just come full circle for some of you guys. Maybe you had to go your separate ways for a time, but life will find a way simply by trusting in the process to help bring you guys back together. Tranquility. In a world of uncertainty and chaos, you are my peace. I do feel that. And we have lavender in this photo, which is very peaceful and tranquil. That is the effect, perhaps, Gemini, that you have on this person and they have on you. We have a beacon of hope here. When you fail to see the light at the end of the tunnel, look for me. I will be there. And what I kind of get from that energy, Gemini, is you see hope in this situation still, despite where you guys are at on this journey. That there is a light at the end of that tunnel. That maybe it's not the end. And as it says here, our love story is not over. So maybe you guys had a tower moment. Could have been an unexpected breakup or something unexpected that happened that you were not expecting. But it happened. The tower will fall when you ignore the red flags every time without fail. And maybe you guys were given signs. The red flags were there, but maybe you guys ignored it. And therefore, here we go with this tower moment here. Sorry about that. I don't know what that noise was. The tower will fall when you ignore the red flags. You can't ignore those red flags. We have point of view. Oops, that's upside down. Sorry. Point of view. You've turned my world upside down. So again, I'm feeling divine masculine. That without the feminine, their world has literally been torn upside down. Nothing seems to be going right, perhaps, or again, because they're drinking a little bit too much to numb the pain. Still healing from whatever happened with this apocalypse, that tower. But you guys still have unconditional love for each other, okay? This card does say, from the moment my heart knew I loved you, my world stood still. I'm here for you no matter what. No strings attached, just you, me, and my love for you. My love which I offer freely, openly, and wholeheartedly, always and forever. Unconditional love is what they have for you, what you have for them. There's still hope here. Peace can be restored. The desire, the intense hunger, the sexual appetite that's coming through here. You might be interacting in your dreams. There could be specific signs that are trying to grab both of your attentions here. Desire, longing for one another. I just feel it's affecting the divine masculine a little bit more than the feminine even realizes. And I'm also getting, for some of you, divine feminine, that part of the reason why you're being directed to open up to your masculine is because maybe what this apocalypse represented was something so incredibly painful that you haven't even been able to speak up, that it just hurts too much to talk or even think about communicating in any way, shape, or form, certainly in the 3D world, with your masculine. And that could have also been an issue, the fact that you weren't opening up to your masculine, and maybe the communication wasn't productive when you guys were together. Okay, so let's add some tarot to this and see what else is represented here. I'm going to go ahead and pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle Tarot with a twist. If you are new to my channel, this is a deck that I created especially for advanced beginners who would like to learn how to read tarot. The majority of the cards, it's got upright and reversed meanings, just like this one, okay? The twist here is that it includes new oracle messages as well as new court cards. So while you're learning, it's also challenging you to dig a little bit deeper into different interpretations from just a traditional tarot deck, okay? So let's go ahead and see, Gemini, what else you need to know here. This love story is not over. You desire one another. There's unconditional love here. But I really feel for the divine masculine that it's highly affecting them. 10 of Cups. We have a reunion, a homecoming, a dream that can come true. My goodness. The intensity of this love, the relationship, the soul connection, Gemini, between you and your person is pretty magnetic. It's strong. Soulmates, twin flames, however way you see this connection, it's very special. It's a divine love. This is your divine counterpart. This can represent marriage. This can represent a family, a home. Whoa. That's pretty cool. So this could even culminate in a future marriage for some of you, or at least a lifetime commitment. Let's see what else. We've got the masculine coming in as the Emperor. This is really amazing, guys, okay? This masculine is ready to establish themselves in the feminine's life, not wanting to be in and out of the feminine's life. This is it, you know, just wanting to be there always and forever. Wanting to create structure, wanting to have a family, because the Emperor can also represent fatherhood. So if you guys don't already have children together, you could, coming back together, we have a reunion here. You could have a family someday, or for some of you guys who already have children from previous relationships, if that applies, this can be a beautiful family that is blended. Can't ignore this one. Look at that. The Tower comes out again. There's a reason why that's coming through here, because it definitely wants you guys to know that in order to not have this be repeated, you have to have learned the lessons the first time around. Otherwise, it's going to come back. It's going to be another tower moment that happens between you and your person. So learn the lesson attached to this and what brought it down to begin with. But there's also a blessing. It's a blessing in disguise after having experienced something this catastrophic and destructive in your relationship or even in your life. It doesn't just have to be your love life, Gemini. It could be something in your life that was unexpected, that created a lost foundation. It could be your career, it could be your health, it could be your relationship with a family member or even a friend that you had a falling out with. This is an awakening right here, but it often results in separations between two people. For some of you guys, part of the reason for this destruction and for these tower moments could be due to the Seven of Swords here. So swords is your own air energy, Gemini. This is deception, lies, cheating, betrayal. So there could have been infidelities in the partnership, which is why you guys went your separate ways. This could have been a third party situation. So divine masculine perhaps ended up breaking their own heart by breaking the feminine's heart. That's crazy. Crazy, but not really. And then we've got the Emerald of Water. Some of you guys could be focused on a water sign. We've got cups coming through already. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This card does say it's time to go with the flow of where life and love want to take you. Being rigid and closed-minded prevents you from growing and finding the many blessings that are meant for you. Remove stagnancy, stubbornness, and stalemate type situations from your journey. Love yourself enough to see that you are a gem with so much to offer to the world and to the one who is meant for you. Okay? So you don't want to stand in your own way. Sometimes we do that. And, you know, if you're just numbing your feelings, or this can apply to the other person as well. I do everything to numb the pain of losing you. This has not been easy for you, for them, maybe for both of you. But it's now time to go with the flow of where this situation is meant to go. It's time to remove whatever has been keeping you guys stagnant. Let's see what else. What else, please, for Gemini? The Death card makes sense for me. Some of you could be thinking of a Scorpio too. So yeah, the end of a cycle. You guys had to go your separate ways. The Tower ensures that. But what does that do? It makes way for a new start, a new beginning, a transformation, a transition due to necessary changes that need to happen in this relationship and even in your own life, Gemini. The old way of how things were happening and how things were going wasn't going to work because that's where red flags were present, okay? So there's a metamorphosis here. Something failed for a reason. But that simply makes way for a new beginning, a new start. That's what's coming through. Five of Swords. Okay, so two of these cards representing your own air energy here, Gemini. They're both referencing competition, deception. So there were other people that were a part of this equation that were either interfering in your relationship, or someone was married. I'm getting that too. Someone was already in this Ten of Cups. They were already married. They were already taken. But there were infidelities here. Risky behavior, manipulation. But Five of Swords, there's some changes that happen here. But someone was being sneaky, you see? Someone was being sneaky. And someone walked away from that sneaky situation. Nine of Cups. So this is wish fulfillment. You can still realize your dreams when it comes to your love life and certainly your life. Representing emotional stability. Money matters could be looking up if that's been a challenge. Providing a very comfortable life for yourself. It's represented by prosperity as well as just being content with where your life is. The Nine of Cups, believe it or not, can also represent someone who drinks too much. If this is you, Gemini, then you haven't been getting a whole lot of sleep here, because the Nine of Swords, again, your own energy representing fears and anxieties and insomnia. You might be having some nightmares here at night. It starts off as a beautiful dream and then it turns into a nightmare because you're not with your person. Maybe you've been depressed or even anxious. And maybe that's why we've got Archangel Chamuel coming in to help. Okay? I am the angel of peaceful relationships. I can help bring the right person into your life, your ideal mate. I can help you become closer with your current partner. I can help you heal any conflicts in your relationships, attract new love, and strengthen your existing connections. If you crave intimacy in your life, I can assist with that too. You certainly do crave intimacy with your person. I long for you. Desire. Sexual appetite. That is coming through. But you also want peace. Serenity. Tranquility. And Archangel Chamuel is here to help restore that. Okay? So, let's go ahead and grab some dialogue messages here. Gemini, I'm going to pull from both of my Voices decks. So Voices Volume 1 representing the Divine Masculine, and Voices 2 representing the Feminine. So let's start with the masculine, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on the Divine Masculine for this Gemini reading in love and life. So if there were infidelities for your situation, we might have a couple of masculines who want to speak up here. We'll see. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini, focused on the masculine. Divine Masculine, what do you want to say? Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at this message. She hurt me. I numbed the pain. I hurt you and inflicted my pain onto you. You didn't deserve that. I'm sorry. Please heal your pain to stop the cycle. Maybe someday we can try again. That message is crazy, considering we have numbing right there, and we've got references to tower moments and infidelities here. This is from the Divine Masculine. That's why they're healing their broken heart, because by doing all this, they hurt themselves. Oh my gosh. They hurt themselves. What else, please, for Gemini, focused on the masculine? There are no words left to say. We've said everything we needed to, but why is it so hard to say goodbye? And maybe the last time you guys spoke, you know, everything was all laid out on the table. You said your piece, they said their piece. You got everything off your chest, and so did they. But that did not make saying goodbye any easier. And really clearly, it has not been easy, especially for this masculine. How'd I get so lucky to be blessed with a love like yours? I really feel here that this masculine didn't even realize how lucky they were until afterwards. Realizations after the fact. After the tower, after their world turned upside down. Oh my gosh. And so now they're seeking serenity. They're seeking that peace, but they're unable to obtain it. That's why they're numbing the pain. Look at this, guys. Look at this. This soul connection is one of a kind. I'll always be in your corner, no matter where life takes us. So this masculine will forever be, perhaps, or have the feminine in their heart, no matter what, even though you guys, for some of you, might not ever find your way back to each other, because there's just no guarantee as far as reunions. It's presenting itself here, yes, but everyone's got their own free will as well. These are messages from your masculine, divine feminine. They're recognizing that this is a one-of-a-kind love. They long for you. They want you. They desire you. They don't want this love story to be over. But maybe right now, they're not equipped to be able to create any sort of movement towards you because they're still healing all on their own. They're numbing the pain. They don't want to feel it. It even says it here. I numb the pain. I hurt you and inflicted my pain onto you. And they recognize that you, of course, did not deserve that, Divine Feminine. Oh my goodness. And then this message, I can still taste your kiss, the passion in your touch, the heat between our bodies, the hunger that now goes unsatisfied because we are apart. Do you see this? That's why they long for you. That is why they desire you. That's why they have this crazy, intense sexual appetite, letting you know it's just a matter of time before we cave into this intense hunger. They're driving themselves crazy. That's what I'm getting when it comes to the Divine Masculine. They know what they've done that ended up creating that tower. And as this card says, the hunger that now goes unsatisfied because we are apart. Intense hunger, sexual appetite. I long for you, desire. We can't ignore those messages. Okay, so that's where the Divine Masculine is at. Let's go ahead and see where the Feminine is at. Oh my goodness, these messages, okay? Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Gemini. Divine Feminine, where are you at? At this time, where are you at? Okay, look at that. I'm willing to listen if you're ready to talk. And it really goes together with this card, open up to them. Okay, so you're letting your masculine know, it's like, I'm ready to open up to you. Are you ready to talk? We're better together than apart. Yeah. Recognizing as well that you guys are better off together, but there's more healing that needs to happen here. You know that your Divine Masculine wants you, Divine Feminine. But let them do the legwork to come towards you, especially if they were responsible for those tower moments. Because this represents one of those towers, okay? It sure hurts knowing that you're with someone else. Exactly. That's where the pain is, the root cause for some of you. I want to be with you forever and a day. That wasn't ever a question. I do feel that for you, Divine Feminine, that you've wanted to be with this masculine forever, your life partner. But they messed up, is what's presenting itself here. You've got your own fantasies going on. The thought of you kissing me always makes me blush. My fantasies run wild when I think of you. You're both really desiring each other. And lastly, it's been so long since we've seen each other. I miss you so damn much. Do you miss me too? Divine Feminine, I can tell you right here, that answer is yes. Yes, your masculine misses you, desires you, wants you, big time wants you. So since we've got so many references here to desire and sexual appetite, let's take a look at that. I've been doing it for every sign, but I really need to do it for you guys. So I'm going to pull from my Sugar and Spice Oracle, a little naughty, a little nice. It does contain sexual content. If that sort of thing makes you feel uncomfortable or you don't want to see this part, you can fast forward. All right, here we go. Angels and Spirit Guides, please, for Gemini. The physical connection, the sexual chemistry between you and your person. What needs to come through here? There we are, a lot coming through. Okay, we've got frosting. Oh, how the thought of you does things to me. The way you run your fingers through me excites me beyond words. The gentle heat from your warm tongue makes me melt. I love the feel of your smooth, creamy skin touching mine. You're my sweetest fantasy. There you go. We already know that. Blackberries. This amazing bond we share is high on vitamin A, C, and K, affection, chemistry, and kisses. Oh my goodness. And then we've got peanut butter. We've been through some bumps on the road. It hasn't always been easy, but we've gained wisdom from the experience and have overcome the difficult times. We've also learned the 3 most important lessons when it comes to having a successful relationship, and it's time we spread the news. Patience, balance, and joy, also known as PB&J. I love these messages. Also, these flavors might be a favorite of yours, Gemini, or even your person here. So yeah, we already know the chemistry is here. The desire, the intense sexual appetite, that's presenting itself here. But there's also this need for patience and balance to be able to restore the happiness that you guys had once shared. And this is the bottom of the deck. We've got strawberries. Grab the whipped cream and champagne and let's explore every inch of each other tonight. And I really kind of feel that that's a possibility somewhere down the line, that you can have those intimate moments once again, to be able to allow these desires and sexual appetite to actually be a reality rather than just a fantasy. Okay, something that you're wanting to make happen in the 3D world, but for now, it's a dream, it is a fantasy. All right, so that's where you guys are at when it comes to the physical connection. All right, what's next? So I wanted to go ahead and grab some healing messages for the collective. Okay, so I'm going to pull from this deck here. Healing Angel Messages, Gemini. So what is it that you need to know right now on your healing journey? Forgiveness, much needed. And I'm really getting for some of you that this forgiveness begins with you. You need to be able to forgive yourself for whatever role you might have played in that tower moment, or whatever you feel you need forgiveness for within yourself, so that you can start healing your broken heart. It has a lot to do with you personally. And also to be able to forgive the person that hurt you. There's a lot of pain here. There's healing that needs to happen. Tower moments are not easy. And that healing begins with forgiveness. We have intention. This to me reminds me very much of the law of attraction type vibe. Our intentions, what we put out there energetically, is what we can manifest back towards us. So make sure you're really focused on what that is. It doesn't just have to be about a particular person or your love life. It doesn't have to be romantic in nature. This could have something to do with your money matters, your personal goals, your dreams, your career, your health, your friendships, your relationship with family members, whatever this has to do with. You can manifest it as long as you are laser focused on that. Harmony. I love this. Harmony restored, bringing you back into balance. Trust in your angel guides, your spirit guides, the universe, that it will manifest what is meant for you. And sometimes it starts with you, okay? Trust your intuition. Look at this. You've got a soulmate. You know this person is a very special soul connection for you. You've known this all along, I feel. Very special. What else, please, for Gemini? Divine timing. Yep. You got to have patience. Okay. And that already came through, remember, from this peanut butter card right here. Patience, balance, and joy. Divine timing cannot be rushed. This is all going to culminate and come back together, Gemini, when it is meant to, not 1 second sooner. In the meantime, take care of yourself. Take better care of your physical health. Give back to yourself. Maybe you've been burning the candle at both ends, working too hard, not enough downtime. It's affecting your body. Okay, so take care of you. You've also got abundance. Abundance comes in many, many forms. Yes, of course, that includes money, material things, but that can also include love. Not just romantic love either. It could be friendship love. It could be family love. That could also be good health. Look at this. Romance. New love. For some of you, especially if you're single, new love is coming in. Your romantic life will not be boring by any means. It looks really positive. This could also indicate a new chapter, a new door, giving you both another chance to make this work, getting rid of whatever those red flags are. Okay, so that's what's coming through from the healing deck. Some pretty amazing messages right there. All right, so lastly, I'm going to grab from both of these decks here the angel answers as well as my yes/no oracle. So we're going to go ahead and allow the collective, or I'm going to allow the collective to go ahead and focus on particular questions that you have in mind. It doesn't have to be about your love life. It could be about anything. So this particular deck, you can ask any question. And then the other deck, it's specifically yes or no type questions. So go ahead and focus on whatever it is that you have in mind. Whatever the question is, focus on that. You can either say it out loud or just concentrate on it. And of course, take from these answers what personally makes sense for you. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. I'm going to go ahead and grab 4 for the collective. Let's go ahead and grab a couple more answers. I see a time frame of a year from now, and then reconsider coming through. Okay. Meditation brings answers. Perfect timing. I love that. A year from now is a time frame. If you've been asking for when something is going to happen, we already have divine timing that came through, which would represent perfect timing. It's going to happen at the perfect moment. And a year from now is when something could come to fruition for some of you guys. For others, you need to go within and really focus on the situation. Meditation will bring you the answers that you're looking for. And for others, you're being asked to reconsider because there's something way better suited for you. Okay, so that's what's coming through from that deck. So I'm going to now grab my yes/no oracle. So for those of you who have a yes/no question, now is the time to go ahead and ask. I'm going to grab 3 separate cards, allowing the collective to ask 3 separate questions. Of course, if you only have one question, that's fine, but there's so many of you tuning in and some that have more than one question. So let's go ahead and see. So refocus, go ahead and ask your yes/no question. Let's see what the answer is. And again, it doesn't have to just be about your love life. It could be about anything. Here we go. First answer is a yes. Look at that. Okay, so I hope that makes you happy if it's a very positive yes. All right, go ahead and ask your second yes/no question, whatever it might be. Angels and spirit guides for Gemini. All right, here we go, guys. Second question. We have a no for the second question, okay? And sometimes when we get a no answer, and again, you're perhaps being asked to reconsider because there's something better in store for you. All right, last question for the collective, for Gemini. So go ahead and focus. Ask your question out loud or concentrate or think about it. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. What is the answer to this third question for the collective? And we have another yes. Look at that. So we've got 2 yeses and a no. So take whatever part of that makes sense for you. And lastly, we're going to wrap it up with messages from the Stay Inspired Oracle cards, also by Sister Moon Tarot. Some final guidance for the collective, Gemini, for the first half of June. Some parting words and messages from your angel guides. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, for Gemini. Free yourself. This is your life. Don't live it restricted by your past or the opinions of others. Write a new story. That is where you're meant to go, Gemini. A new beginning, okay? And remember, you ended up getting the death card, the end of a cycle. Something ended for a reason, because you were meant to free yourself from that part of your life. In order for you to live your best life, you cannot live your life restricted, as it says. You cannot allow the past to continue to hold you back. It's time to write a new story. It's time for a new chapter. All right, guys. So that is where I'm going to leave this reading. I do hope whatever part of it resonated with you, that it helps you out. If you are interested in your own reading, that information is down below. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you next time.